All right, hey guys, I'm assuming we are going to not get a tailwind, but that may be maybe not true. We'll see. I think one time they did give us a tailwind in Master on this course, so it could happen. And sure enough, there it is. So with that in mind, a couple different ways to play it. You can go a little bit more aggressive and get it up to this fairway. I'm trying to think of the spin that I usually use to make that happen. So I may play this one just a little bit more aggressive this time around, and then we'll go for more of a layup second time around. You can try to land it into the second fairway if you'd like. That actually works out. That's a favorable miscue there, as you can see. It's interesting to see. I didn't think that opponent was going to be able to outdrive that, but sure enough, you can. So with that in mind, I am going to back off this slightly. I'm just thinking, maybe one on the left spin. I'll usually go for a hook shot. And first I'm going to play this wind. So I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 rings at least. So I'm playing it about 10 rings off, considering that it's going to be landing up in here. Right now I'm just playing the wind, so you can see with where I am. I'm thinking somewhere around here. In terms of how many rings to go, I'll typically, with a wind like this, maybe go a stack and 3 rings, somewhere in that neighborhood. So let's just see how this looks. Make sure that I miss the tree. Sure enough, I do. So far, so good. I did just clip that, but it looks like I don't have that spin down. So you can see way down here, and you can see with what I used with my spin, I can try to land just a little bit more right next time, and also maybe just use just a little bit of counter spin. I'm thinking somewhere around a bar and a half. However, goal was accomplished. We got up here, we hit the fairway, and we got it up here far enough that we have a relatively nice angle and look at the pin. Plus, we don't have to worry about missing our eagle in any way. There'll almost be no way to screw up from where we are. So even being over there to the left, not a real problem. You can also see that the way that I hit the shot still almost was through the fairway on that first hop. So you really don't need to be too aggressive on this one at all. If you can, maybe even back off just a little bit on that power, just to make sure that it doesn't, accidentally land long with just a little bit larger wind, for example. So let's take a look here. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 per ring up here. And we are just going to utilize this side spin, come off this hill. As I mentioned, we're going to play some wind effect, just kind of in the neighborhood of here. And I'm thinking 3 rings and a quarter here, plus that ball guide offset. We got a perfect ball, so let's just see how this comes in. I know it's close. As I mentioned, you'll have a good look at it, and you'll just have to master that ball guide offset. As you can see, I was very close, even for a first attempt. So it's something that you can work on getting dialed in. So good luck with that hole, guys, and I will see you guys for revisions, as I'll be doing a second run through for you guys and just do some modified shots. Try to stick to just, for the most part, maybe some kind of free-to-play balls. Kingmaker guide, so if you guys are interested in the free-to-play balls that you can win in tournaments, don't have to spend money on, I'm going to try to come up with a guide for you guys that'll essentially use Kingmakers and Kingmakers only. So be on the lookout for that, and take care, guys. See you guys.